Hello, this is Mad Cat. And, well, I'm not homeless yet, but I'm getting there. Doing some packing right now, and it's kind of messing with my mind a little bit. I just gave a tweet that, packing for a move is difficult to do, but packing and knowing that you can't take it with you, that's even harder. Although there's a small caveat to that, of course, limitation of Twitter you can't fully express. When I left my home in Arizona to come to Pennsylvania, of course, I couldn't take all my stuff with me then. And I took what I considered to be the absolute most important thing in my life. Do I need to cut this hair up here? Anyways, not that I'm shallow, but this time around, all I have is the things that I consider to be the most important things in my life. And, well, I have to pack up most of that and can't take it with me. Eventually, I hope to be in a position to where I can take that stuff and go live somewhere. Not only that, go back to Arizona and get that stuff and bring it with me. So, it's kind of messing with my mind a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to head over to a library that's within this area. It's a little bit of a drive. It's probably like a 10 or 15 minute drive to get there. Of course, walking there would probably take all day. But it looks promising for a place to stay for a little bit of time. There's a park nearby, a river. What it looks like on Google Maps, there's a river there. I don't know how viable of a spot it is for someone who's homeless. I'm hoping that there's enough of a river that I could do some fishing, even just real rudimentary fishing. I don't know how I am going to be able to set up a tent, but, weather willing, maybe I won't need to. My tent's not that great to begin with, so certainly if there are mosquitoes, then my tent becomes a viable option, but hopefully that's not necessary. But I've never really gone camping before, so I don't really know what to expect. It'll be a completely new experience for me. Something I always wanted to do. Unfortunately, I now have to do it as a necessity. I was talking to a friend of mine. She's a YouTuber, and I've known her for quite some time, and I won't say who it is. And no, it's not the one you probably think it is. It's someone else. I know I'm not just saying that to try to throw you off. It really is someone else. But anyways, she was kind of sad for me because she stated that, she's done her own campaigns for crowdfunding and was fairly successful at it, and she basically said it was because she was a woman. She did it one time and got a lot of help, and, good for her. But me, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been asking for help. My situation is not necessarily a new situation. It's been one that's been going on for several years. And every once in a while, I'm asking for money to help myself out. I had hoped, it first started off with a Kickstarter campaign. I forget, Kickstart or Kickstarter. I forget which one it is. And you know, it was actually in the same year that Anita Sarkeesian did her campaign. It was also that year where a guy got $50,000 to make a plate of potato salad. And I'm like, you know, my cause is just and true. I'm just a man who wants to work hard to try to earn some money. But, you know, to like publish a book, like actually publish a book, that takes money. And I wanted to do it for $3,000. In fact, I wanted to do it for 5 books for $3,000. I'm glad I wasn't successful on that, because it takes a bare minimum $1,000 just to do one book. But the first time I did it, I tried asking other writers to support me, and well, unfortunately, they didn't really support me. They tried to do the bare minimum. I got maybe $200. Of course, with Kickstarter, if you don't make your asking amount, you don't get anything. About 6 months later, I tried Pub Slush. Still wasn't successful. This time I tried asking the Manosphere, if you will. I made $700. And that was enough to try to help me at least get one book out. I actually got 2 books out for that price, but not to the extent that I really wanted. But, you know, I got a great cover design. I got a professional editor. I was proud of what I could do with the limited amount of money I had. So, some woods over here. I'm actually right next to a cemetery right now. I try not to go into that area, but I need to tie my shoe. I actually need new shoes, but for now I'm good with what I have. And then about 18 months ago, actually closer to 19, 20 months ago, I did a GoFundMe because I was quite certain that my parents were going to kick me out of the house. And as I've mentioned, my mother certainly has done so before. This is really good light. Stand in front of the sun like this more often. So it wasn't like maybe she'll do it. It was a matter of when she would do it. And I didn't want to be caught unaware. And, you know, I made about $1,000 for that. I was fortunate, though, that someone wanted to give me a place to stay for 18 months. I actually emailed every single person who donated money to me and asked them if they wanted the money back, since I wasn't going to be homeless. And each person said, no, keep the money. So, because if they said, well, you know, I was trying to help you to stay off the streets and you're not going to be on the streets, yeah, I'd prefer to give my money to someone else. And I would have completely understood. I would have given the money back. You know, I want to do what's proper. And then a friend of mine, she found out I wasn't going to have a Thanksgiving dinner and raised about $150 for me to have a Thanksgiving dinner. And it wasn't, you know, it was a good dinner. You know, I won't say anything bad about that. You know, $150 for Thanksgiving. Only thing I did, it was the first year that I was really alone for Thanksgiving. So, there's someone coming up and I want to talk to them, talk while they're riding. Alrighty, I'm sure they heard me way back there. I don't really want to talk with an audience. Alright, so, and that was nice. That was wonderful that so many people got together for that. And now I'm in this situation, and once again, someone else created this campaign for me, although I'm starting to ask for money. And I hate this. I really, really, really hate to be asking for money once again. But, I mean, if you add up all the money I've gotten, it's probably, it's maybe a little over $2,000. And this has been since 2013? 2013, it's 2017 now, 4 years. So, I mean, you can do the math on that one, but I'm not being begrudging, I'm not being, having a hissy fit over this. I can't think of a better word for this, but, I'm not saying that I don't appreciate what has been given to me, but it's not like, this is really my fault. I mean, I'm sure there's some fault to be put onto me here, but, I worked. I really did. I wanted to make online training courses. I actually wrote an entire script. It took me like 3 months to do. And I was all set to shoot video. I had a good camera. I had a great microphone. Someone actually gave a donation to make sure that I got something that was specific to my channel, and I honored that request. I got a blue snowball mic. And my computer was simply not powerful enough. I mean, I'm running on a 733 front side bus. I mean, for anyone who knows about computers, you can say, yeah, that's a really not great technology. I mean, my motherboard, I want to say 2009 is about the year it was made. Maybe it was made a few years after that. But even if it was 2012, it was middle grade or even low grade for 2012. So it was either 2009, it was likely 2009, but I don't remember when I bought it specifically. But I know it wasn't top of the line when I bought it. I know that it was a bargain bin item. Let's put it at that. So even if it was 2012, we're talking about something that was 5 years old that was in the bargain bin, at the very least. My computer was just not capable of capturing video and then properly rendering it. So that became a bust. And then, I did all of the thing I did for the play, which I do one day intend to finish. And I have all the audio recordings, But, I wanted to do something different, something unique. And that definitely was it. Oh, now I get to tie my other shoe. Hopefully no car comes by. And I was all set to do that, but I really was not getting that much of attention. As long as I've been on YouTube, I'm up to 565 subscribers, and I'm thankful for that, don't get me wrong. Especially since within the last 6 months, I really just haven't been doing that many videos that I normally do. I'm somewhat known in this community, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy that, I can go into, some channel and people are like, oh yeah, I've heard of you. It makes me happy, I'm proud of that. At the same time, though, doing those videos, which, again, I really enjoy doing them and I really want to finish them. But to go back and I wasn't really making that much of an impact. And, it was December and I had about 8 months remaining. And I made a decision that, I needed to do something that could make me money. And I'm like, okay, I'll work on this book. And I was certain that I'd get it out by April. I was really hoping I'd get it out by April, spend a few months marketing, but it didn't work out that way. And that's what happens when you write a book. That's what happens when you make something like that it takes as long as it's going to take. And you can't really, it's not going to, you can't force it, because it was like by the time I hit April, I realized that the research I did was incorrect. And I could have took what I knew and applied it to the book, but I want to create the best thing possible, even with my limitations, with my disability and limitations of resources. But so I decided to find out what I needed to know. And I'm thankful for that because I really, really understand this subject now a lot better than I initially did. But unfortunately, that took me until this past weekend of releasing it, all the way till July. And August 1st, I'm on the streets. So, to do it right meant putting myself on the streets. And I've really, really worked, and I want everyone to understand this. It's not like I'm just sitting on my ass doing nothing. Sometimes I'm on my ass doing nothing because I'm overworked and can't do anything and I really want to. Even now, when I'm supposed to be preparing to leave, I'm already thinking of other stories to write. I'm wanting to sit down and get working on the next book in this writing series. Trying to describe more personalities, more profiles. I'm doing research and I'm watching movies and, trying to get personalities of all of the different characters so I can later use them as reference points for the future books that I do. Even when I'm homeless, I'm going to be going to libraries and trying to do research. I'm going to still be working. And it's important that people understand that at the end of the day, I just want to be able to do some sort of job that benefits society in some way. That, yes, makes me money so I can live. And asking for a handout is one of the hardest things for me to do. And despite anything I say about my mother, she has instilled this sense of wanting to contribute, this work ethic, or I just want to do my job. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Do my job to the best of my ability, And, that's why I never got promoted, is because I kept trying to do my job correctly, not do my job to kiss ass. Doing tech support. At the end of the day, all my managers wanted was for me to get the customers off the phone as fast as possible, to pad my stats, to make me look really, really good, And I could have got promoted, I could have made supervisor, and I never did. Because I felt like to do that was to sell my soul. Sell my soul, not help people. I'm a person that helps people. That's why I've written a book on how to help other writers create characters. Because that's what I am, is a teacher. A person who helps. And even now, facing being homeless, my first instinct is to shoot these videos to help others that might face the challenges that I do and say, this is how I face this challenge. And maybe I'm going to fail a lot of the ways, but my failures are going to be teaching aids to other people. I am a teacher, and that's what I've always been. And I want to make a living out of helping people. That's all I've ever wanted. A living out of making people think, opening people up to new thoughts. And that's why I got into the men's movement. Because I saw things. I've seen things all my life. And I thought to myself, I need to share this information with people. You know, teach the world to have empathy for men. Teach the world what the truth really is. And not just teach them what the truth is, but teach them how to learn for themselves what the truth is. So, walking and talking, that's really making me tired right now. I'm getting a workout of talking and walking. I've been doing this for 22 minutes now, so ooh. I guess this is more of a rant than anything else, but it's on my main channel, so I'm going to go ahead and end this now so I can spend more energy walking to get back home, because I'm probably another 10 minutes away from getting home and I just want to fall over and collapse. Look, the help that people have given to me over the years is greatly appreciated. And my friend is right. If I had tits, I probably would have gotten more help. And that's not to begrudge anyone out there. It's a simple fact. I've written articles about how much easier it is to be a woman on YouTube than to be a man. And Modern Medusa has over 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 500. And she's been on a lot. I've been on YouTube a lot longer than she has. Tits sell. It's a simple truth. And, I'm willing to bet that if a woman was in my situation and going to YouTube, going to Twitter, going to Facebook, saying, hey, I'm going to be homeless soon, she would get a lot of support for that. And I don't want to dismiss the support that I've been given. I'm thankful for that, but it's a simple truth that if I had tits, I'd get more. It's just the reality. And this is what I'm fighting for. I'm living example of the thing that I'm fighting for, is that we do need more sympathy for men out there. I'm hitting the 25 mark. I need to stop this. So, check out the links down below. I'll try to update them if I forget to. Check out my other videos. You'll see the links there. They automatically update. I'm 6 days away. 6 days away from being on the streets. So I'm going to start trying to do videos on this channel and my other channel. Upload them when I get to a Wi-Fi connection. Hopefully the library has a Wi-Fi connection. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Still pretty tired, all sweaty and stuff. I'm sure you don't need to hear that. But definitely check out my GoFundMe, my Patreon, my PayPal. Those are all available if you want to, send me some money to try to help me out. All of them are appreciated. The Lovely Ladies calendar is still going on. But of course, donating to that doesn't necessarily donate to me, because all money we make for that goes to products. Hopefully we will be getting a store up pretty soon on the Lovely Ladies website, which is something I'm going to be designing. In fact, it's going to be one of the last things that I do while I still have a home, because I don't want to be doing that when I'm homeless. But I'm tallied up all of the items. I've been sending emails out to people to make sure that we get what we need from them. I'm still going to be helping out with that even though I'm homeless. But Modern Medusa and Reading Rant should be picking up the slack from what I can't do. Hopefully, I do get a home before those calendars are released, which will be in October. That is a hope. Maybe, maybe not. Once the calendars are released, I should start making money from that, but it's not going to be a whole lot. I mean, more money is going to be going to charity than not, and I'm not going to back out of that deal. I'm sure some people out there are going to be like, well, maybe instead of donating to veterans, mentoring veterans, maybe it should be to helping your homeless situation. I'm not going to do that. I made a promise. I made a commitment to them, and I'm going to honor that commitment. Even if it's at my own detriment, I'm going to maintain that commitment. So, wow, almost hitting the 30 mark. So, I guess that gives me a few more minutes if I want to hit it by 30. So, the calendars will come out. I will make a little bit of money, but hopefully I'll be out of this situation by October. But, if you don't want to donate to my PayPal, my Patreon, GoFundMe, that's understandable. I mean, all of those, but if you don't mind buying something off of Amazon, I do have my book out. It's $2.99. I also have other books out. I have a total of 5 books right now, ranging from 99 cents to $2.99. So, if you don't necessarily want a help book, you got my Dagar Legacy series. And the first one is 99 cents on Amazon, although on Smashwords it's free. But the second book is $2.99. And I one day intend to get back to that series. I cannot stop thinking about that. I want to get to it. I also got Terran Psychosis. That's $1.99. And I've got Scraping By, the first book I ever published, 99 cents. So you want to donate money, but you don't necessarily want to do Patreon, PayPal, or GoFundMe, you can buy all of my books. I mean, that's what? $1 plus $2 plus $1 plus $3 plus $3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's $10 right there to buy all of my books. And I mean, I'll make varying amounts of money, but I'll probably make closer to like $6 or $7 from that. But that's a lot of money for me. Anyways, that does it for me. I didn't mean for it to go on for this long. There's always so much to talk about. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Let's see if I can do this right this time. Anyways, this is Mad Cat signing off. There we go. Mad Cat signing off, yeah.